Packaging over the last century has mostly been in glass material. The reason for that is it is an excellent material in terms of barrier properties. In other words, it doesn't transmit water vapor or oxygen through it. So it's a great container for all kinds of different products, mostly liquids, but also some solids. But over the last few decades, polymers have become very much advanced. You have things like nylon, polyethylene, polypropylene, certain rubbers. Those have replaced a lot of glass because they're cheaper to make and they provide at or near the same properties in terms of protection of the product. Of course, BFS uses polymers and specifically ApiJect uses polyethylene. One of the advantages of BFS is that we don't have to sterilize the bottle because we're making it at the same time we're filling it. So it's a big advantage in terms of speed, supply chain, and just overall convenience of producing the units. We also have, for solid dose, there have been things like blister packs and Tyvek and foil and various things like that. And foil is also used partially in packaging for BFS. The polymer industry has kind of revolutionized and made the ability to package drugs much cheaper and much faster with higher volumes. So there are a couple of standards you're looking at when you talk about a package. So the shipping industry has a few standards. For example, a lot of people have heard of an edge crush test. That's related to a cardboard box that it can withstand a certain amount of pressure from a UPS worker, FedEx worker throwing a box around. So there's certain standards that's just for packaging and just for getting the product to the end customer. But then on the pharma side, specifically for pharma products, you have all kinds of rules you have to follow to maintain the drug's integrity, the temperature, make sure it doesn't see a high humidity or a certain amount of shock in some cases for devices. Both the FDA, via some of their guidelines, would dictate, how you manufacture, how you handle it while you're manufacturing. And then, of course, the supply chain has its own requirements for how tough something needs to be in order to survive to the end customer.